Shalom, shalom, Yahshua Allah. I want to start off first things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Raha Kadash, which in the Paleo Hebrew tongue is correct names of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to the sister brothers that's laboring in this truth, and shalom to the brothers and sisters that's listening and studying to show yourselves approved. Woo, woo, woo. Yahshua Allah, it is going down. Our power is actively at work. We are seeing uproars of the people. It's like, let me see, United Kingdom, Bangladesh, Venezuela, Nigeria, and I want to say Kenya. It's 5 countries I know. Oh, don't forget Israel. You know, the Israelis. About 6 countries I know off the top of my head that are actively revolting against their government. So we're definitely seeing uproars of the people, and it's getting real intense. It's not like the ones we seen earlier, because now it's turning into a race riot is what it's turning into. And it's a very beautiful thing because our scriptures predicted this would happen. So we know we're at the end of Esau Edom. When I say Esau Edom, I'm talking about the so-called white man. We're at the end of his rulership, and it's really about to go down. The stock markets are crashing. And this with all this activity, we know we're not far off. You know, I just put some in the group chat. Elon Muskie, you know, he's promoting that microchip, and they're about to push it out there. So I'm about to show you. We're gonna highlight mostly the UK riots because it's turned very racial. That's the reason why they're rioting, is because based on what they said 3 Edomite little girls got stabbed at a Taylor Swift concert by some Ishmael or Muslim men. And they're angry about that because they're like the same things happened in Babylon the Great America. They said you let all these migrants come over here, and now they're hurting innocent so-called little Edomite or white girls. And you know how Esau feels about, you know, little Edomite white girls. That's all you need to jump it off. And they're going hard on their government. So we're gonna peep a little clip. We're gonna run through scriptures, and this is not gonna like stop. I don't see everything dying down. No, the uproars are going to only further escalate until our Lord and Savior Yahushua gets here. So check this out, y'all. So I'm gonna watch a little clip, and these Edomites is going crazy, and it's gonna come over here. So peep what's going on over there, because it's coming over here, and how we see it, it's gonna go down with that Trump versus Kamala Harris. Like if Trump doesn't get in office, these Edomites gonna go crazy too. Same thing. So check it out. Go hard. They're supposed to be the best civilized people. Hey, he hurt. He hurt. They throwing rocks. Uh-oh, storming the castle. Storming the castle. Look like January 6th insurrection. Look, they in there now. They in. They scared. Now that was Jake, they be laying them out right now. They be firing off some pistols. They ain't gonna shoot their precious Edomites.
Places that you'll see them attacking there, these are the places where they've been hosting or housing migrants, basically, that have been coming over on the boats across the English Channel, basically. That. So they've been mainly attacking the migrants and anybody of color, basically. But these places that you see here, these are places that the government have been housing the migrants. They've just completely ransacked through them, setting them on fire, as you're going to see. see, this is all pure Edomites. There's nobody of color that's involved in this breakdown of society in the UK right now. It's pure Edomites. These Edomites have lost their minds, and they are not, because they're not just attacking the migrants, they're attacking anybody of color. Because if they see you, they just rush into you, and they're dragging people out of cars, they're smashing people's houses, they're dragging them off on the buses, the trains, the tubes. They've completely lost their mind. Just to show you. As you can see.
So you can say, check it out. Let me do what I need to do. Subscribe, baby. So as you can see, like the brother said, man, they're attacking anybody that's brown. Esau's raging out of control because they know they're at the end. And when they bring that over here, it's going to get real ugly because American Jakes is not going to go for that. You know, American Jakes got swords on them, modern day swords, a firearm. And say, for instance, me, if I'm out there, if I'm going to take care of my business, Edomites better not run up on me. You're going to get some swift judgment. So it's going to get ugly when it come this way. You know, and they over there looting stores. Let's go get that before we get to scriptures. They're looting stores. You always want to say that we always the one doing that. You know, Black Lives Matter, how they do us. But check out Esau. Yeah, they looting the stores. Them the Edomites. They always say we do that. This is the original thief right here. Look like a bath and a body works type of store. Yeah, no shirt on. Esau be robbing the store. I heard they losing almost all the stores. Like United Kingdom might collapse because of this. Look at that. Phones. Look at that. I heard they burning stuff. It's bad over there right now. Look at that. Burnt that whole store down. It's going down, y'all should holler. So, let's get to our first scripture, babe. Let's get to our first one. Because the Lord said that this would be going down like that. We go to Joel 1:15. And the reason, alas, for the day of the Lord is at hand. And as destruction from the Almighty shall it come. So that's why all the destruction is happening. All these societies are collapsing. You know, you got Bangladesh going hard right now. I'm gonna play a clip on that. Nigeria, Kenya, they made their president step down in Kenya. Like, that dude's like, man, hey, y'all got it, man. Just leave me alone. So all the destruction, we ain't seen nothing yet. It's just getting started. It's gonna be a lot of destruction. Wait till the explosions start hitting. Them little sleeper cells get activated. And you know, the migrants really, you know, get their hands on them weapons. Like, wait till it get over to Babylon the Great. You really gonna see some destruction. Like chaos. You know, and the reason this has happened is that the Lord is making the elite bankers, which is the Ish people, the small hatters, collapse this current order because they're going to erect a new order, which is the beast system, where their microchip will be made mandatory. So in order to establish a new order, you got to do what? You have to take out the old order. And how he's doing it is by violence. Because the Lord called for that. He said, in destruction at the day of the Lord. So when Yahushua comes here, the whole world going to be in straight chaos. Straight destruction. Violence everywhere. Everybody fighting because it's going to be Jacob's trouble. The reason the Lord is coming back is to save the hopeful elect out of all the violence and destruction that's coming to this place. Which is going to climax when those thermonuclear missiles go off. You know? So let's check out some more places that's going crazy. Bangladesh went so hard, their president stepped down. Let's get a clip on that. So Lord called for destruction, and destruction I am seeing from Edomite civilization. That's United Kingdom. They supposed to be, you know, tea and crumpets, cheerio. You know, they supposed to be like that. I believe it's a nice night today. But yeah, they over there going, you know, crazy like a bunch of wild niggas. You know, that's the Lord doing that. That's power, baby. So check out Bangladesh. They going ham too, man. They say like over 300 people done been unalive because they've been going so hard. Check out Bangladesh. People, man, that's thousands of people, y'all. So I'm like, man, ain't no way I'm on the police force on that. I'm like, you can have it. Here, I'm going home. Look at that. Uproars of the people, y'all. That's Bangladesh right there, man. They going ham over there. They got rid of their president. They said they got to get a new president going in over there. I'm gonna play a clip. We're gonna watch in case you want to know what's going on in the UK while they're rioting. I found Edomite chick kind of summed it up, and then we'll play some more clips of, Jake over there talking about how scared he is, and then we're gonna grab some more scriptures. But check out, I found the clip, and she'll kind of sum it up in case for some of y'all that don't really know what's going on in the UK. She's gonna sum it up.
So let's go to Britain, because what we've seen there is a warning. In fact, it may even be a factor, as I said, in what happened today here. Joining me from London is writer, broadcaster and presenter Esther Kraku. Esther, these are just such ugly scenes. Take us through how it started and how it's got so out of control.
These scenes that we're seeing are undoubtedly horrific, and the background story or what ignited them is even more so. So 3 young children and a dance teacher were fatally stabbed at a dance class, a Taylor Swift-themed dance class in Southport last week. And there were rumors online, some have attributed it to Russian misinformation, that the person who stabbed these young children to death and stabbed 8 others who are still in critical condition in hospital was a Muslim that came across illegally on the small boats from France. Now we have been able to ascertain that the person who committed these atrocities allegedly is a 17-year-old boy and son of Rwandan immigrants. Now, nothing else is known of this person's background. There have been rumors that he suffered from some sort of mental health issue. We don't know anything. But this sort of whipped up a storm and has ignited the kind of sort of community fury that have led to these riots. Now, as you said in your monologue, which was excellent, by the way, there are a lot of these people that are just racist thugs that have nothing better to do, that are just trying to defame and disgrace the memory of these children that were lost by attacking police, by burning cars and throwing rocks through buildings and businesses and mosques. But actually, like you said, there is a second story to this, which is this didn't happen in isolation. How did community relations break down to such an extent that we saw this effectively unrelated, from what we know so far, issue? And it's because of the decades-long protests by people in this country that are saying, listen, mass immigration is a massive issue. The lack of integration is a massive issue. Multiculturalism has failed. You cannot have people coming into this country without integrating. You cannot have people living parallel lives and effectively being allowed to do so by the liberal elite that have run this country since 1997, basically. I mean, it is quite telling that when Keir Starmer went to lay wreaths to memorialize the deaths of these individuals that were lost at the dance class, there were people saying, shouting at him and heckling him, saying, who's next? If we can't protect our own children, who is next? Now, you couldn't have imagined that happening in 1997 when Tony Blair became prime minister, but it's indicative of how far community relations have broken down. You have communities that are living alongside each other that cannot stand each other. And the unfortunate and uncomfortable reality is we have let too many people into this country that, quite frankly, hate Britain. You didn't see this kind of rhetoric when the Rotherham gangs happened. Actually, when the Rotherham gangs happened, you didn't see any sort of riots. You didn't see, politicians storming out of Westminster, but you did see them storming out of Westminster in some sort of farcical theatre when the Gaza vote happened a few months ago. And people are thinking, you don't care that white working class girls were abused systemically by these grooming gangs in places like Rotherham. You don't care. You didn't storm out of Westminster. Nothing happened. There was no, parade or grand show of anger. But when something like Gaza, which is something that really is happening thousands of miles away from Britain, is happening, they storm out. And people are really getting a sense that the politicians running this country have not only betrayed us time and time again, but they fundamentally hate this country. And they're aiding and abetting people that hate this country. There's so many statistics with regards to policing and crime in this country that makes people feel like Britain is now a lawless place. Across 168 districts in London, areas in London, the Metropolitan Police have not solved one petty crime that includes car thefts, burglary, in 3 years. You have protests that have been going on in the streets of London for months now that the police have just been letting go on, even though there are hateful chants, there are hateful things going on there. You have Islamist preachers on the streets of this country that are radicalizing people and teaching people how to attack and hate this country, and nothing has been done. And so while this act of vandalism and these riots by these thugs, as you rightly said, is horrible, it didn't happen in a vacuum. And now we have this uncomfortable conversation that we have to have, which is what has happened to this country? What has happened to community relations? How has multiculturalism failed? And how can we bring this country back together? Because I fear that if something doesn't happen, this will only be the beginning.
Brilliantly summed up, Esther. I must say, you mentioned the Rotherham grooming gang, white girls, young white girls, sexually abused for years by largely people from an immigrant community, Pakistani, many of them, and covered up by the authorities. And people wondered for years, because they didn't want to seem racist, and people wonder why these mobs aren't trusting the police and the authorities now. And it's interesting that one of the two hotels for illegal immigrants was in Rotherham, the one that got burned. Esther Krakow, thank you so much for your time.
Nice little E broken down. So as you see, this has racial tensions to it, which is also predicted in our Bible. And I'm going to go get it. Like everything, this is on the backdrop of World War III about to pop off. Y'all Sharala, you got Iran. This said that they about to do an imminent strike on Israel. And then you in the UK, you got Edomites versus Ishmael, Elam. You know, so check it out. This is Matthew 24:6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We just heard Iran said they're going to strike Israel. That's a rumor of a war. Although I heard they really warring over there. But let me break it down some more. And it says, see that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. We got to get the MOTB out. Verse 7, here's what I want to hit at. It says, for nation shall rise against nation. And when you break that word down, nation, in the old terms, that means race versus race. So you got Arabs versus so-called white people. They're like battling each other. I'm going to play a clip on that too. And it says, in kingdom against kingdom, you got Iran telling they going to bomb on Israel. You got Lebanon saying, I'm about to help fight too. You know, you got Russia talking about they about to bang on NATO. UK, you know, they in turmoil right now. So this is the perfect time for Russia to sweep in on them and, you know, and clean their clock. So we just going to watch to see how that unfolds. And it said, and there should be famines. See how those stores getting ransacked? They ain't about to make grocery stores can't make it to the store to put new groceries in there, and they out there banging and riding. They looting. Man, that trucker gonna get robbed before he even get off his truck to put the goods in there. So this is gonna bring about a famine. And it said, and pestilences, the elites, they still, you know, throwing diseases out there. It's gonna create diseases. You know, they still got they call about the bird flu. And it says in earthquakes in diverse places. And also they goes into physical earthquakes, and it also goes into uproars of the people, those type of earthquakes. The world is in an uproar right now because everybody's riding against their government. In verse 8, all these are beginning of sorrows. And that precept right there, we dealing with all that right now. I mean, all of that right now is coming into play. So I'm like, man, the scriptures are so spot on. We got all kinds of rumors of wars popping off. We got a war popping off. Ukraine and Russia is at war. And then we got, you know, nation versus nation. And then check it out. You think Esau is running through something. Let me play another part. I'll put this in the group chat. Check this out.
Minneapolis is now the first major U.S. city to allow the Islamic call to prayer to be broadcast 5 times a day.
Okay, not that.
Yeah. I guess I'm still doing now.
TikTok got get on my nerves because they always do some weird stuff. Let's get, I think it's that. There you go. Muslims out there looking for, looking for Edomites. So that when those two groups meet, they're gonna bang. When the Edomites meet the big group of, the Muslims, they're about to bang. So good luck getting peace in that area. And then I'm gonna play another clip too, because of Jake. He gonna give an account, and I'm gonna put this video in the comment section so you can hear everybody's account of it. Because it's people accounting what they dealing with, and I want to play this Jake because he's scared, and he's basically saying that Edomites are attacking anybody that's brown, whether you're Muslim, so-called black, which goes to an Israelite. They're attacking you. He's so scary. He said he can't go out his door because they run around in mobs. They basically like small militia groups, and they will attack you. So let's peep out what he got to say.
Big riots now put
beating, like it is crazy. Like they're literally stopping cars on the road to check if you're black before they can let you pass. New buildings that are made for people, you don't understand, they're just building these houses. They broke everything. Like this is so crazy. I have never felt this unsafe like this, like in my life, all my life. Like I had racism, I had slavery, I had all that, but what is happening right now is crazy in Middlesbrough. What is going on right now is crazy. So for every of my black brothers, my Muslim brothers that are based in Middlesbrough, today, 4th of August, throughout this week, just be very careful. Don't move alone. If you are going anywhere, take a cab if possible. If possible, just stay in your house. Like, it is scary. I am scared. I am terrified. I'm traumatized. This is just crazy that you can be attacked for your skin color. Like, literally, you can't walk the streets right now. Like, I can't go out of my house. Like, I'm locked in. I'm scared to even show my face on the window so they don't break my window. Like, they are breaking people's windows. They are burning people's cars. They are beating up people. So please, you guys should be safe. Thank you so much. Stay.
Our people.
You hear that? So he said he can't even go outside. He said they're checking cars. They're checking, to see if they basically doing like that movie I watched, Civil War. They're basically saying, are you a real, whatever they call themselves in the UK. And if you brown, and they probably yank you out your car and beating you up if you ain't, mighty enough to defend yourself. I don't know if they got weapons like that in the UK. I don't know. So they over there, hey, he said if you outside, if you come outside and you're Muslim or you're black, they beating you up. The Edomites. So it's a race war going on over there right now. And I think the media is trying to keep that part quiet, but it's coming out. And I get a precept on that, because that Jake was like, I'm scared to go outside. I've never been this scared in my life. Like, dude, you need to man up. So he wasn't ready. I think if you watch that whole clip, I'll put that in the comment section. I think he go to college, and he said he can't go to the university right now because they done ransacked the university. It's that bad. So ain't no more going to school, college. That's over with, man. The Lord ain't playing no more. So what I want to get, because I'm scared. That's that second address, man. You desire to go into a city and you can't. Because Esau up there, he checking to see what's up with you. And that's why we told our people, arm yourselves, because these Edomites over here are going to be the same way if Trump don't get what he's supposed to get. One kind of told me that today at work. I just had to look at him like, man, I wish you would. He talked about how they going to get in the crew and do something if Trump don't win. And he was looking at me too when he said it. And I'm looking at him like, I want you to. You little old, decrepit Edomite. He don't know. Like, we ready to get at you, man. A lot of us, some of us are not scared. We ready to do something to you. So check it out. This is Luke 21-25. And it says, and there should be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars and upon the earth, distress of the nations. These people are in distress. The nations are distressed right now. Get my precept back. And it says, with perplexity, the sea and the waves roaring. Come on, Yasharala. We got a hurricane in Florida right now. Hurricane Debbie. The waves is roaring. The people are roaring. You know, and then I'm gonna read verse 26. Men's hearts failing them for fear. We just heard that, Jake, and you can see the fear in his eyes. He was scared, like a little boy. I can't even go out of my house right now. I can't go out. They're checking for people. Just stay in your house. Be safe, my people. He's scared. He mean him out there wilding right now. Men's heart are failing for fear. He said he never been this scared before ever in his life. That's what he said. I'm going to play that thing because there's going to be a lot of little people's testimonies what's going on in the UK. And it says, for looking after those things which are coming on the earth. That's why he's scared, because it's about to get worse. It's just getting started. You ain't seen nothing yet. Because wait till them guns come out. They going to kick the door in and you know, wait. They going to probably put UN troops up in UK because they're going to try to establish some order. And what's going to come after this is going to be the beast system. It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Many elites is scared. That's why all this stuff is going down. The elites is like, I have to get my beast system off the ground. I have to get the MOTB implemented. Only way I can do it is through chaos. So they're causing as much chaos as they can. They're going to establish some type of order, and it's going to be the microchip, the beast system. That's going to be the order. And Jake, like him, how scared he was, they're going to tell him, hey, man, if you scared, get this microchip. We got a facility for you that'll be, you know, military defended, and you'll get everything you need. You go back to college. And he going to take it. He's scared. These devils operate by fear. Yasharala. That's how they operate. And it's going down right now. I mean going down. Like straight uproars of the people. Matter of fact, I might go get that. Second Edge is going into play. You got two groups of people. They ain't got the swords in their hands yet, but they about to get them though. You got Muslims versus the Edomites. You already that Eve said in that clip, the multiculturalism failed. You can't mix all them together like that. Matter of fact, let's go get that. Let's go get some on that. Psalms 46:6. The heathen rage. These heathens is raging right now. Muslims, them is heathens. Edomites, them is heathens. The kingdoms were moved. He uttered his voice, the earth melted. So when Yahushua comes in that mighty chariot, you know, blows that trumpet, you know, his voice, the earth is going to melt because everybody going to be so scared. You know, the elites, they're going to shoot off all their thermonuclear missiles. That's why the earth going to melt. He said, I'm going to destroy this place by fire. It's about to start burning. The heathen is raging right now. Ain't no put this back in a bottle and go back to eating your tea and crumpets. No, man. This is war. We're going into war. This is bad out here. That's what we're trying to tell, you know, our people to gird up your loins like a man and telling these women to get right. Get in the house of David, because this is only going to get worse. The money is about to belly up. I'm going to do a lesson on that separately about the money, because the economy just crashed in a major way. We told you the dollar crash is coming. That's what's next. And you think they riding right now? Wait till they say we ain't taking physical cash no more. Oh, man. Oh, man. And the Wall Street dudes that lost all their money? Oh, man. As I said, you ain't seen nothing. This is just the startup. You ain't seen rage yet. We ain't seen the rage yet, man. They about to go straight crazy. Let me see if I had any more clips. I'm gonna put this one in the comment section because it's got a lot of little testimonies of what's going on, and I believe y'all should see that. Nah, I think that's it. I think I'll probably end off with another precept. Probably that one I wanted to get earlier. Yeah, I'll probably end off with that. What was that? That second Esdras 9:1. The uproars of the people and looking at the time diligently. Why I keep doing that? Yeah, let's end off with that. Because, man, this is what we facing, man. It's only going to get worse. We look for other countries to follow suit when they don't get what they want, because these devils are scrambling, you know, trying to, you know, get stuff going so they can implement their new beast system. That's why all this is happening. And people used to their comforts and they banging. They like, you know, Esau already riled up because his birth rate is low. They're being replaced. That's why they mad, because like we got a lot of migrants over in Babylon the Great, so we're next. You know, Babylon the Great, this is gonna happen over here next. And Esau feels he's at his end. Like I'm just tiptoeing at my job, and them Edomites, they about to this. They just need Trump to get them the word, man. Cause one kind of said something kind of crazy to me already today. I'm just testing their temperature, and they ready to go. You know, Esau's scared. They need a mob to do something. They got to be in big numbers, and that's another thing too. Esau ain't got the numbers they used to have anymore, so it's not looking good for them. So this is 2nd Esdras 91. It says, he answered me then and said, measure the time diligent in itself, and what thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before. And what are we measuring diligent? We measuring the prophecies. We just read a couple scriptures and they come into pass. Those are prophecies, and it's happening right now. So that's us measuring the time. That's how we know we ain't got much longer to go. And the Elon Musk up there, he's promoting that Neuralink, that microchip. It's almost go time. Verse 2, it says, then thou shalt understand that it's the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. So we know Yahweh Shai is about to come back. That's how the highest is going to visit the world he made, through his one begotten son, which is Yahweh Shai. And Yahweh Shai is about to make that grand entrance, you know, when Esau gets ready to jump on the children of Israel. Because that's about to come soon. Because they're going to twist all this rage. Everything's going to turn into like against us. They're going to, you know, attack us. They're going to say it's our fault that they little shitty kingdom is going up in smoke. So verse 3, therefore when thou shalt be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Verse 4, then thou shalt well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. And that's prophecy. The Lord said it's going to go down. He said this thousands of years ago, right here in our scriptures. And guess what? It's happening now. These uproars are about to get more out of control as Esau collapses the money systems, because everybody's economy is about to start collapsing because they're getting ready to go digital. And as that happen, you know, people ain't ready for that. They didn't think that was going to happen. You know, they ain't hearkening to the prophets. So once their money is no good, they're going to start going crazy. And then, you know, Esau's already been having to live next to people he don't like no way. So he just going to get back to like, hey, man, I got to be like my forefathers. I'm going to just get to unaliving these other nations. And the other nations going to fight back like, devil, we been tired of you little funky, raw chicken, red looking devils. And they going to fight back too. So it's going to be utter chaos, you know, as the Lord returns to this planet Earth. It's going to be utter chaos, you know. So get your house in order. Get right with the Lord. Make sure you're in the house of David. You know, I might read, we might end off with that. I was going to end off with David. We might end off with this, because this is what I was going to lead up to. And I've been pulling it a lot. This Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. Ain't no day. This is going to be a great deliverance, a grand deliverance. It says, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So we're looking for salvation at this time. When all this chaos is ensuing, that's how we know, you know, the Lord gonna do it, because it's gonna be so much chaos out here. It's gonna be famines, all kinds of little rioting groups, militia groups, and everybody's gonna be attacking Jakes, because they're gonna blame us for the world, you know, bellying up. And we ain't nothing to do with this, man. We don't own no country. We ain't in leadership in no country. We just trying to make it. But yeah, we about to take the blame for all of this. And the person primarily going to be doing it, you know, blowing the horn to attack us, is going to be Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He's going to be doing it. But what did the Lord say? He shall be saved out of it. So look for the standard to be lifted up. Look for that spiritual power to pop up right when we need it. I just listened to a good lesson. Check my community. Matter of fact, I'm going to just go highlight it, because that was a very great lesson, man. It kind of, that's what we looking for. Because when all hell break loose, Jacob's trouble, we're going to be looking for that spiritual power to pop up, because we're going to need it. Because guns ain't going to do it, man. These devils going to come in like a flood. Major numbers. All kinds of heathen are going to be coming after us, because they're going to say it's our fault that society is collapsing. And we ain't nothing to do with that. But the Lord said there would be persecution of my people, You know, what did he say? Keeping the laws and commandments, the hopeful elect. But what the Lord say? The hopeful elect is mine. The Lord got plans for the hopeful elect. So I'm looking at the heathens like, you know, touch us if you want to. We're going to see what's up. That's what we're going to learn our standing with the Lord. So, you know, us in this truth, we're not afraid of it, man. We're ready for it because I'm ready to be proved and tried. I want to see, where do I stand with Yahweh Bashiach Rashai? Am I going to receive that spiritual power? You know, only one way to find out. You know, they got to come for us. So, and that's a very good show, man. I did a lesson on that show. I love that show. Very good show. I highly recommend everybody go watch it. It's called Supercell on Netflix. Go watch that. That's about to be reality real soon. So with that being said, I hope this has been edifying. Hope it's been informative. I want to say Kwam Yashar Allah. And stay locked in because Yahweh Shah is quickly on the way. Shalom.